Hey there, welcome to Life University. Congratulations on being accepted into Life University. We've got a little WebQuest for you, and this is going to help you learn a little bit more about how you're going to be affording to come to Life University and how to plan your budget surrounding your freshman year. Let's dive right into it, shall we? Alrighty, hopefully you're as excited as this guy, because congratulations. Guess what? You've just been accepted into Life University. And guess what? You got a full academic scholarship that's going to cover all your classes, your books, and your academic resources. All you're responsible for is your room, board, which is your food, drink, and nourishment, your utilities, such as like electric, gas, water, trash, cell phone, internet, cable TV, other things like that that you might want to have. Your transportation, you can either use public transportation, or you might want to use want to keep in mind the maintenance and the gas and the insurance on your own vehicle. And then any other bills you might have, like a gym membership or a dojo, or maybe, replenishing your clothes if you're going to do that. Your toiletries, you're going to have to definitely keep in mind that. If you want to go on dates, your social life, things like that. One thing to note, Life University does require that all freshman year students, that's you in case you haven't figured that out, live in groups of 4, and you have to do so within a 10-mile radius of the school at one of the apartment complexes, condominiums, or houses near the campus. So, as you can tell, obviously we're not going to let you do this on your own and just kind of leave you high and dry, but at Life University you're going to learn how to budget your time and your financial resources wisely. So we're honored to welcome you to Life University. Just want to make sure that you notice here that there's a fun little video in regards to some college letter acceptance reactions. Hopefully you had the same acceptance reaction when you got this acceptance. So let's look at some tasks that you're going to be doing while you're getting ready to start your school and register for your classes. So here's a picture of a typical room, 2 college students living in the same room. But in order for you to register classes, you must do a couple of different things. You must first connect with your 3 future apartment, condo, or housemates, and don't worry, these will be assigned to you when you check in. And you're going to meet with them at the special orientation meeting later today on Friday. This is Friday. You 4 will then meet in person in order to search for and find an apartment or a condo or house. In order to afford that apartment or condo or house, you're going to have to find jobs. So you're going to be looking for those as well. You're going to take all that information and you're going to go ahead and make yourself a monthly budget. It's going to be both a collective monthly budget for those of you in the same house, as well as your own personal budget to address kind of your life expenses, your income, and your time. It'll be turned in so that you can register for your classes next Friday. Also, you're going to be creating a presentation around this as well. And yeah, that means that you have 1 week to get this ready. So you're going to have to budget your time wisely. But your budget should include screenshots of the apartment that you choose, the condo or the house that you choose, whatever you guys' living situation is, as well as the job that you're going to be working at. So as a special note, we don't want any of our students to miss out on their education due to lack of a budget or basic financial plan, and we never want any of our students to drop out. So if you get stuck after your second day, so that's after Tuesday, I will be advising you. I'll be your faculty advisor, and I'll be available via email. Just reach out to me and we'll get you on the right track. All right, but I want to see if you guys can do this on your own. So let's look at the process by which you guys will achieve these tasks. Fairly straightforward, although I will tell you it is a little bit of an involved process. So looking at the process, here we are putting all the pieces together to get to your budget. So we're going to go ahead and get this here. All right, so you're going to have an orientation in which you will connect with your three of your classmates that I will have selected for you, and you'll be doing this in person. And what you'll do is you'll make sure that each one of you is assigned one of the following roles. One person will be the treasurer of your guys' apartment or a condo or house, and this person is going to be the one responsible for collecting the money monthly from all of you and writing the check for your guys' rent and your collective utilities. You're going to have one person that's going to be a neighbor liaison. This person will be connecting with your neighbors, obviously to introduce you all to them, and then also continually connect with them to ensure that you guys are all being thoughtful and respectful neighbors. Then you're going to have someone who's the head of chores. This is a person that you guys are all going to hate, but they're going to be responsible for ensuring that each person carries their weight around the apartment, condo, or house by assigning chores to everyone so that the place stays nice. Finally, you're going to have an academic and professional motivator. This person is going to ensure that all the roommates are keeping up with their academic work as well as their work responsibilities. So remember, at Life University, we want all of our students to succeed. All right, let's look at your living arrangement. So the four of you are going to need to find an apartment or condo or house within a 10-mile radius of the Life University campus. Just so that you know, when you're looking for that 10-mile radius, Life University does share a campus with Allen Hancock College in Santa Maria, California. So this place that you guys are going to find, it has to accommodate all four of you. I suggest you use something like Craigslist. I provided a couple other rental sites that you can use as well, but with Craigslist specifically, you can use the tools in the left margin to refine your search by bedrooms, price range, housing type, laundry facilities available, and parking situations. So once you found what you want, I want you to take a screenshot of that apartment, condo, or house that you'll be occupying. Once again, those are the other sites that are available. Your living arrangement should actually be achievable with your budget, and you're going to do that in a little bit. But I don't want you guys cramming all four of you into a studio, and I don't want you guys thinking that you're going to be able to rent some kind of quasi-mansion. So you'll want to ensure that you can afford your housing arrangement with enough money left over for the rest of your bills and financial responsibilities. Well, how are you going to afford that? Well, you're going to have to work. All four of you must find jobs and work to earn at least $250 each per week. So I would suggest using Career Builder. However, you will see in a little bit that I've put a couple other options for you as well. So using the filter tools, you can actually refine your job search by job category, company, city, state, even further refine those with keywords and the time that's been posted within. The results can then, again, be sorted by either job title, location, relevance, or date. So your job should include the wage and salary information, as well as a description of the responsibilities, and they should fit your skill sets and your work history. I want you to please take a screenshot of the job that you aim to take. If you can't find a job that has wage and salary info included, don't worry. Assume that you will be making $10 per hour for the job you select. However, you may only work a maximum of 20 hours per week due to your class and homework loads. So if you look at that, 20 with $10 per hour, you're not going to make that $250 each per week. So you're going to have to figure out a way to get the $50 extra. You will create a schedule of your work hours as you anticipate them being. I suggest using something like Google Spreadsheet or Microsoft Excel, something like that. And for this project, don't worry about taxes per se. Don't worry about taking taxes out of your income. Don't worry about taxes on the things that you're going to buy. Just let's not worry about that for this. Other possible job sites, like I said, I'm going to have some here. Indeed, Snag a Job, the local search on Monster. Those are all good sites to check for jobs as well. You can also create a financial plan and a budget. So once you have that apartment in mind and you have that job that you want, the four of you guys are going to work together to continue to work together on getting a group budget and financial plan together. And you're going to also work individually on individual budgets and financial plans. Obviously, that's going to help you use the money you make from your jobs to pay for things like rent, your food and drink and nourishment costs, which you can see is typically 12 to 15% of a household or personal income, your utilities, your electric, gas, water, trash, cell phone, internet, cable TV, those kind of things, which is typically about 10 to 12% of your household income. Then you're going to want to look at your transportation costs. This is both to and from your apartment to work, and then also from work to school, and then maybe even from your apartment to school. So this will either be public transportation, like we explained earlier, or the monthly payment, if that's applicable, the maintenance, the gas, and insurance on your own vehicle. Typically, if you have your own vehicle, this will take about 8 to 10% of your household or personal income. Any other bills you might have, like a gym membership or dojo, clothes, toiletries, dates, social life, things like that, keep in mind you want to put those in there as well. That typically is about 10 to 12% of your income. Don't worry about health insurance. We provide it to all of our students if they don't partake in a health insurance plan from their parents. So your budget and financial plan should use as many equations as are necessary to find out how much money you'll be earning, how much money you'll then be spending, and how much money, if any, that you'll have left over to begin to start saving for your future. You must include all of these equations to find both your individual and collective monthly and annual income and monthly and annual expenses. So like rent, nourishment, utilities, transportation costs, all those things we went over up above. So your equation should include your reasoning. So obviously there should be a section that you explain yourself, why those equations were used and what exactly they're calculating. So in case you want to check this out before you want to make that, start making that budget, some helpful links for budgeting and financial planning include mint.com, ocap.org, and USA Today. check those out. You'll be grabbing all this information and putting it together within a presentation individually. So you guys will take your spreadsheets, your job screenshots, your apartment or condo and house screenshot. You'll create a PowerPoint presentation, or you can use Google or Prezi or SlideShare for that as well. It explains where you'll be living, what job you'll be doing, how much you'll earn, how much your rent, utilities, transportation costs, etc. will cost you, what you want to do with any of the excess money each month if you have it, also what you plan to major in, and what you plan to do with that major upon graduating from Life University. So some of the information in your presentation will obviously be inclusive of your roommate's information. So you all need to share with each other the jobs that you chose, the wage that you're going to be earning, and the breakdown of each person's contribution to the rent and utilities. So some online site options that I mentioned earlier, here's the links to them right there. So now let's look. Let's look at how you guys can be graded on this. Now that we've got the process down, let's look at the evaluation. I hope you guys are excited because this is going to be a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to do really well at Life University. So something for you guys to think about. While we're evaluating this, don't worry. There won't be a problem with the nut. We'll make sure that every evaluation tool fits its correct nut. All right. So we've got a couple different categories, and they're going to be graded from a 4 to 1 basis. 4 being excellent, 1 being poor. There are 5 categories. So when you multiply 5 by 4, you get a possible point scale of 20 points. That's the maximum you can get on this. So I want you guys to make sure that you go through this and look at how you're going to get graded on your orientation, your living arrangement, your work, your budget and financial plan, and finally your presentation. There's some good information in there on how you can really hit those key rubrics in order to get a good grade. All right, so let's look at the conclusion. Now that you've seen what you're going to be doing, the process by which you're going to be doing it, the evaluative value for what you're going to be doing, let's look at what you guys should learn by the time you get through this. So at the end of this project, you'll have learned how to search for a living situation with roommates, find a job that fits your skill sets and experience, and that earns enough for you to afford your financial responsibilities. You're also going to analyze expenses using simple algebraic equations. You're going to generate a budget and a financial plan. You're going to cordially work together towards common goals, like the selection of a living arrangement, the roles in which you live within, some sharing of communal bills, presentation of information, while you're also going to be ensuring the completion of your individual goals, like finding a job, analyzing your finances, creating a budget and financial plan, things like that. You're also going to be learning how to follow specific directions across a variety of mediums, meaning the internet, some spreadsheets, presentations, screenshots, different web software, and then finally how to think critically about your future in light of the expectations of you as you attend Life University. Now, in case you want to look at what other teachers might want to look at when they're looking at this WebQuest, they're going to also kind of look at things like how long will this take? This will be a week-long project. All right, who is it for? It's for you guys, your high school students, and it's a simulated life-like game to prepare for a forthcoming real-life experience. It's pretty cool. So we went over what you guys are going to be learning right here. This is where the teachers can see that. We also went over, we didn't go over. So the standards by which you're going to be measured here are going to be the Common Core Math Standard, which is A1-N2-1, which is the ability to use units. In this case, it's financial and time units as a way to understand problems and guide the solution of a multi-step problem. Kind of cool. So here's some credits for some of the images that I used in this WebQuest. I wanted to give a special shout out to Charlene Stone, who's a professor of EDUU-512. It's an online class at Brandman University, for not only the impetus to do this WebQuest, but also the guidance and some awesome examples for me to do this. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope that you enjoy your time here at Life University. Congratulations once again.